Hey y'all, I don't know if everyone remembers me, but I'm Sarah. I was one of the American students. I'm from Kentucky specifically, and my school here in Kentucky forced us to come back home because of the coronavirus. So I'm back in the United States right now, and I've actually been self-isolating in my apartment ever since I got back, just because that's the general procedure right now for anyone returning from Europe. So I have been alone in my apartment for essentially 16 days. But it's okay, it's gone by pretty fast, and I've had some fun. But for my presentation, I want to talk to you a little bit about a hobby that I have. So I'll tell you a little about it and then kind of tell you how it came to be in my life, because it actually has a lot to do with my childhood and just the people around me who influenced me. So that being said, ever since I was a child, something I've done is collect things. And specifically, I collect seashells and then certain things from the ocean. And then I also collect crystals, gemstones, rocks, anything in that category. So like I said, I'm in my apartment at my school right now. I'm not at my parents' house. Most of the things I collect are at their house. But I did have a few things here that I was going to show you all that I just had around the apartment to use as decorations. But just so you can see, here's like an example of a seashell that I've collected. You can see, it's really cool. And then here's like a little smaller one that looks really similar to that one. Here's another seashell. And I don't only collect seashells from the ocean. I collect other things like starfish and stuff, but I don't have any of those here. So also, aside from that, I collect gemstones or crystals, whatever you want to call them. So here's an example of like a smaller one. There's another smaller one. And then this one is a little bigger. And then this one is one of my favorites. It's really heavy. This is amethyst, but it is so beautiful, I think. I actually have a lot of this back home. This is just one I have here. I use it as a decoration in my bedroom. Okay. So now that you've seen all that, I'll kind of tell you how I got into collecting this. So growing up, I was one of 4 siblings, and I have 2 sisters who are really close in age to me. I have an older sister and a younger sister, and since we're all female and all close in age, we kind of just got grouped together growing up. So people would refer to us as the Greene girls, because our last name is Greene. So they wouldn't necessarily call us Katie, Sarah, or Rachel. They would just be like, oh, the Greene girls. So anytime I was out alone, someone would be like, oh, where are the other Greene girls? Most of the time, I don't think they even knew which one I was, but it was fine. I didn't really have much of a problem with it, but my grandma was also one of 4 growing up, and she also had all sisters, and she was a middle child, just like me. So I guess in all of those ways, she kind of just related to me and really wanted to look out for me. So we started hanging out a lot whenever I was growing up, and I guess you could say she kind of started giving me just special attention, but she wanted to make sure that I was not lost in being grouped with my siblings. She kind of was the first person to help me understand that I'm an individual and I don't have to be just like my sisters because other people see me as just like them. And she was really the first person to tell me, you have your sisters and you guys are so fun together, but you are also Sarah, a unique person with your own characteristics, and people should see that. So through that, she kind of started helping me develop my own hobbies and interests, and just things that set me apart from other people and specifically my siblings. And she collected a lot of things, and I really loved a lot of the things in her house. I just thought they were so pretty. She collected crystals. And so that's kind of how I started collecting those. She gave me a few of hers and helped me find new ones. So that's how I got to collect those. And then I also had a huge interest in marine biology growing up. So that's kind of how I picked up on collecting the seashells and stuff from the ocean. So yeah, I just developed this hobby with her. It was really fun, something that made me different from my sisters. And so in that way, it was really special. Looking back on it, it's really cool because being unique and independent today is so important to me. but I don't know if it would have been if I didn't have someone all those years ago to help me figure out, you know, what made me different and what do I like that makes me different from my siblings. So that's really special to me. And also it was just really special to be able to do something like that with my grandma, to collect these things with her, because she's the number one person I look up to in the world. She's the first person who gave me that individualized attention as a child, and I'll always remember that. And also she's just such a strong lady. She's had stage 4 colon cancer and 2 extremely severe strokes, and she has recovered from all of that. And through it all, she just continues to be this amazing, selfless person. And I strive to be more like her every day. And I'm so happy that I had her as a role model, and that I had her just looking out for me growing up and making sure people saw me for me. So yeah, that's a little bit about me and the things I like to do and why I like to do them in relation to my childhood. So, but it was good talking to you all, and I hope everyone is staying safe and healthy. See ya.